you just made.
No, no. That defeats your point. Perception is not reality because some people perceive the Earth to be flat and it wasn't. So perception was not reality. Perception was wrong.
That time, no, because during that time it was proven.
No, it wasn't proven. It wasn't fact.
Men cannot get to the moon. There was a time when that could not be proven. Holograms don't exist. They do
so
now.
Wait, in reality, was the Earth flat or not?
In reality, to the known world, yes.
No. I'm not saying by perception, but in reality, was the world flat?
You mean the definite truth. If you're talking about the
by definition, I'm using the word reality. In reality, was the word flat ever?
The world was always round. The world has always been
round. Okay, so in reality, the world wasn't flat, but it was perceived to be round. So then perception was not reality in that situation, yes?
Perception was reality because it was accepted as truth at that time.
So there was a reality in which the Earth was flat, is what you're telling me. Because I'm sorry, you're missing the definition of reality, bro.
I'm not.
That's what it is. You don't understand the definition of reality because by perception is not reality at all.
The term perception is reality means if I can make you perceive my truth or whatever I want to, it becomes a reality. It does become a reality. Is it the reality? No. But it can become, that's what the term perception of reality. Okay. Mankind said man will never fly. Based on, at that time, let's say 1400s, there's no way man could fly. We did not have the technology. There was no logical reasoning at the time to believe we could. And then in the future, we did. So you have to ask some questions. Well, is that reality? Was it the reality? No, but at the time, it was that reality for those people who believed in that.
Dude,
how does this have anything to do with anything?
No, because we're talking about perception as reality. So we're going in. It's going further in depth. We're being dragged in a black hole of that state. Anyway, so going back to the.
This has nothing to do with your opinion of what makes a good fighting game player, or Filipino champ being not a good player, or
stated what my.
Like, what is this? Philosophy shit. Like, but I just go to class if I want to hear this.
Time out. I already stated my reasonings behind my opinion. You guys got that, but you're still asking more questions on it. So don't say, what is all this? You're asking the question, not me. I already answered it. You guys are the one to keep going in depth. Now you want to talk about something else? Because I already get, what more do you want from me other than to going around in circles and re-saying the same thing?
Can people have bad opinions of TriForce?
Can people have their own bad opinions?
Yes.
That's a perception.
Well, for example, say somebody says, I think TriForce is a scumbag. And I'm not saying that at all. I'm making a point here. Say someone makes that, right? Or everything TriForce does is out of selfishness. But they're wrong. But it's their opinion. But they're wrong. You know they're wrong. Is it true that they're wrong? You don't do everything out of selfishness.
No. It's their mindset for what they're thinking, and they can create reason, they can create a perception to believe that. Because here's an example, right? You just brought up that point and you said TriForce. You know you're not that type of person, right? You know, I know, you know, right? But guess what? People still perceive me as this idiot and this crazy guy who's selfish and blah, blah, blah. So to them, that's their reality. I can't stop it.
So
I can't.
But then they have a bad opinion. Their opinion is wrong. So just because you have an opinion doesn't mean it's right. Somebody had the nerve to say that they had an opinion that Alicia Keys was a better singer than Beyonce.
There are no such things as right and wrong opinions. It's just an opinion.
You can have a bad opinion, an unfounded opinion.
You can have an unfounded opinion, not a bad one. An opinion is
an unfounded opinion is a bad opinion. A malformed, non-basic, no basics having an opinion. That's a bad opinion. I can believe anything. I believe that, well, let's see. I mean, I believe water is dry. That's a bad opinion. It's kind of dry to me, bro. What is your opinion based on? That's stupid.
Now we're going to go to religion now. Since you're going to bring that up.
Let's not go into religion. That's a bad topic.
But no, because it was going to prove your point. Because we have no true founded evidence on anything to create opinion and belief in God.
Listen, I'm not going to argue. I'm not going to argue that. I'm not going to argue that. I'm not about to have the argument. I might disagree with you, but I'm not arguing that. We're not having a discussion on religion. It'll never go anywhere.
All I'm saying is, there are no bad opinions and there are no right opinions. There's wrong or right opinions. Just opinions. That's it. What facts is right, opinions are opinions. That's it. The only thing that creates a right is facts. That's it. So my opinion is just my opinion. Is it wrong? No. Is it right? No. Someone comes up with the facts, that's it. That's it. Oh, this guy has a facts, and this is TriForce's opinion on the matter, and that's pretty much where it stops. It doesn't go anywhere from that point on. So I understand you guys don't agree with my opinion, and which is so people think I suck. And that's fine. I don't even try to argue that opinion. They think I suck. I suck. Fuck that. I'm tired of arguing that opinion anyway. But let's change. Let's go back to the whole Lord Knight situation. So Lord Knight, when you asked that question, I answered your question about how the whole sponsors get their money to support their players from outside of the scene by getting special interest companies to invest in marketing and promoting their particular brand, service, or product, which those companies then give large sums amounts of money to then said esports organization, and the esports organization funnels the money into the company, and then they take out portions of money and they give to the players to represent their brand and competitive organization. Would you then say you now understand how the whole esports thing works?
Your last sentence totally just cut off.
Shit. All right, I'll repeat it again.
Just the last sentence.
Just the last sentence? Okay.
Yeah, I heard everything else.
So that they take their money from the outside entity that gives them a large amount of money. They take some of the money, they put in the company to keep the company running. Then they take the other money and they put into their players to help, so that the players can help expand their brand and create more opportunities for them to generate more money. Do you think that's a sound sound business?
That sounds reasonable.
That sounds reasonable.
Because I wanted to ask you what were you going to do?
That's exactly.
If that was the case.
We were our plan, Empire Arcadia's plan, is no different from a lot of the other organizations, other than we do not solely depend on competitive gaming. That is the only difference with EMP. Like a lot of esports companies, their main focus, when you read the fact, you saw those 8 elements. You know,
yes.
they all those esports companies only focus on one element, which is just competitive gaming. We do that with competitive gaming and the other 7 elements.
But I'm asking, how are you going to move forward then? Because even if they are only like focusing on competitive gaming only, they're still in the black. Like they make money. Like
yeah, no, oh well, well, okay.
They don't have to worry about their cable bill or anything. Like
well,
if you're in these 8 different diverse,
okay. I'm not. Here's an example, right? Because I don't want you to get the wrong idea. All right, how many tournaments have you known EMP to go to in this year? This year alone.
In this year?
In the fighting.
I don't know.
Okay, we've gone to MLG. MLG. What's the name of this thing? We went to MLG Columbus, and we went to Power Up. Oh, and we went to Northeast Championships, and we went to Apex. Of all these events, we won teams in Northeast Championships, and we won Power Up. Right? We got second in Soul Calibur and Power Up due to some greatest bullshit in the world, but whatever. And we got 4th in Mortal Kombat. We went to MLG. We lost. We got 9th in, by both of our players in Soul Calibur and MK. So we needed to renew our release this year, and the lease needed to be renewed. And in order for the lease needed to be renewed, we had to give them 2 months rent, 1 month security, and then on top of it, we had to give them that month's rent going in, because we were already late on renewing the lease. So the total money came up to $4,000. We had to get a new light put in, new cable put in, and in order for that, we had to erase the original debt from the old investor that invested into the yard. When we were done, we ended up spending we had a private investor who helped us with this, spend about $9K overall. That's how we got the computer, $2,000 computer for the stream. We got the new lease for the place, the new light, the new cable, the new whatever. This is not mentioning the money spent to go to any of the events that I mentioned to you before. This money, this investor from last year, the year before, the year after that, and this year now, is not investing in Empire Arcadia. They invest in what Isaiah TriForce, does outside of the fighting game community. I take the money that they give and the investment that they give, and I put it into my fighters. The FGC for EMP has not made any money since 2009, 2008 and 9 with Justin Wong. FGC takes away money from EMP. It doesn't make money. I have to go outside of it to make money. So when you say, well, how is EMP making money? EMP makes money. EMP FGC doesn't.
So why do you even still have the FGC branch?
Because I grew up with these guys. They're my boys, and they want to compete. They want to try to get a career in this, and they want to make something. They do not want to have squandered their 10 years of being loyal to the company and the brand for nothing to happen to them, for me to just leave them on the curb. And they're like my brothers. I argue with them, I fight with them, whatever, but they're my brothers, so I am not going to leave them because I believe in loyalty.
Can you give me a couple of examples of what you've done outside of EMP FGC? Just so I have an idea then.
That is the greatest question you could have asked. Allow me to open up my window so I can just start plucking out the examples. Give me 1 second. This shit's gonna be a good one.
You've done it, bro. You've gone and done it.
Whoops.
You done fucked up now. You know that, right? And this is the shit that I